Hello everyone, let me welcome to this session. Last session we were discussing about the interface of the desktop on how we can work on the computer proficiency in Windows 11. So in today's session we are going to explore more on how we can use the Windows 11 applications, and maybe for example the application is, maybe for example you can learn a process or application in various forms. For example, the first one, you can maybe go to the start button here, and then these are different applications or apps that are found here. If you cannot locate your application around these pinned or the recommended, you can click on all, and then you can select, you can scroll down through this scroll bar until you get to the application that you feel is the best for you. So you can at least click any, we can click any, maybe for example I can start again, maybe I can type here to search maybe for word like that, and then maybe I can click on it like that, and then I can relaunch, then I can click on that. That is how you can learn that. Remember also you can minimize it like that if the application is already pinned around here. So for example, I can cancel this. If the application is already pinned here, what you can do, you can just go to the start here. Maybe for example, if it is this word, you can right click on it, and then you can pin it to the taskbar like that. And now you can see, now we can be able to launch it from this point by a single click like that, and then we can be able to launch, and then we can click maybe on the blank one. So that is how you can click by single clicking like that. If for example there is an application that is here, like maybe for example here you can see I have the internet download like this, I have a code block. So if I want to learn any application around on that is appearing as a shortcut on the desktop, what I need to do is double click on it to launch it, and there you can see now it launches like that. I can be able to use it from that far. So that is how you can just learn the applications. And if for example, how can we manage these applications? So for example, if I had clicked, maybe I have launched my word like that. In Windows 11, there is these three controls. There is these controls appearing on the right part side here. You can minimize. If you minimize like that, it becomes as a button on the taskbar. So if you want to relaunch it back, you can just click on its icon where it's appearing. There is this metro here button. What you do, this one you can just resize by moving around it. You can be able to press or to select any size that you want the application to appear on the screen. Maybe if I want to use two applications, I can select on this, and there you can see I have one app on this. And then maybe for example, if there is any applications like maybe like this edge, if I want to run this edge like that, I can just come here, and then I can click it like this, and then like that. And there you can see I have two applications that are running concurrently. If there is anything that I want to operate, I can just operate from this interchangeably with this. So that's how simply we can manage. If I don't want the application, I can just close it from this far. This cross corner, that is the hex, and also the other one like that, like that. And then we can launch. Now you can see it takes the maximum until now I can be able to manage it again. So alternatively, maybe for example, yesterday we said that if you find that there is some process or there is an application that is not running in the right way, if you want to terminate it, what you can just go, you can just go to the taskbar, right click it, and then you open the task manager like that, and then you can see all the applications that are running. Then if there is any applications that you feel to terminate, you can see here there is inactive button, which is the end of the process. If there is application that is running and you feel that this application is maybe affecting the processes or the learning, or it's making or slowing down the machines or the computer, so you need to click on it, and when you click on it, automatically this button here becomes active, and now you can end the process. You can just terminate, or you can maybe close the application forcibly using that. Alternatively, you can launch that task manager by clicking at the start menu here, by right clicking on it, and here around here you can also see there is a from this pop-up of menu there is a task manager here. Also you can click on it like that, and the same case procedure you can repeat, and maybe close that application that you feel is not running properly. Alternatively, you can also multitask by having more than one application open at the same time. So if, for example, there is these applications that I pinned here, if at all I feel that it is not comfortable for me to have it here, what I can just do is click on it like that, then unpin it from the taskbar like that, and pin it from the taskbar like that. And then from that point I can be able to go to the start here. Maybe for example I can click on that like that, and then it runs like that. Maybe for example, if there is any other application that I feel maybe like this edge, if there is anything that I want to browse, I can also click on it like that, and then I can click on minimize. If there is anything that I forget, maybe now from here I can switch in different applications, and by clicking at it at the taskbar like that. If it is the hinge, I can just click at it like that, and there you can see I can be able to switch at different times. Alternatively, you can use the tab to do it. And yes, there is also this part here for the new desktops. If you feel that this desktop, you can launch another desktop, you can add and then relaunch the app, and maybe continue with the same thing, so that's how you can do the multitasking in your computer. Alternatively, you can use this search area to search for any applications. You can click on it like that, and then you can click like that, and then you can search any applications that you feel maybe like the control. Maybe if it is the control panel like that, I can just click on it like that, and then I can maybe open it. I can just open it like that, and then you can see here still if there is anything along the control or inside the control that I have forgotten. Maybe if it is the mouse settings, I can just type there the mouse like that, and here you can see the mouse appears, and I can be able to click on it. And then if there is anything, for example, someone has interchanged the primary button and the secondary button, I can be able to advance do the changes around this point, or change the mouse click like that. All these things you can see I can be able to do from that point. So that is how you can work on this. You can also right click on it, and then you can search the winter activities, all those kinds of things using that. And alternatively, you can launch this start menu by pressing the window button from your keyboard, and there still it can be able to appear, and you can be able to continue just the way you feel. Then there is also another applications which is very vital here as you use the computer, which is which is called the file explorer. This file explorer, we can just click, and if you click here, by default what appears is the quick access that is appearing here. From here you can be able to locate different folders that you have kept, and also the hard disk, if there is maybe anything that you have done, if there is anything that you have stored here, you can also get to look at it. And maybe for example from here you can be able to search around here. There is a search button here, and remember also in this file there is a tab here like the new. You can be able to create your folder like this. Maybe for example I can create this and say this is a maybe learning folder. I can just call it learning like that, and then you can click like that, and then maybe for example still at the new here, I can be able to click any file to anywhere. That is, maybe for example, I can be able to create a Word file like this, and then maybe this I can say file 1. Maybe this file 1 I can be able to copy it here. You can copy in different ways. If you click on it, you can see this part. This one is to cut. If I don't want it to appear here and to relocate it in another place, I can use that cut. If I want to retain the copy here, I can use this copy. I can also, after that, I need to paste. Then I can also rename it around here, and I can also maybe share it, and also I can also delete it. If there are many, I can also sort them depending on the name, date modified. And I think the most easy one to use is the date modified, because the document that you have maybe modified last will pop up at the first, and then you can be able to move it where you want. And then on the other side there is the view. You can view it in either ranch, small, icons, all that kind of things. And then here there is maybe something else we call them the additional settings that can be able to appear here. And you can be able, if for example you want to compress, you want to copy the path, you want to select, all those kind of things that can appear here. So maybe for example, if I want to copy this, I can be able to cut it, and then I can double click here, and then I can be able to paste like that. I can be able to paste like that. Something wrong, don't know why my machine is slowing down, so I need to terminate some of the processes like the way we have said. So you can just give it sometimes, we see what's happening. So that's simply how that interface works. And then after copying like that, you can be able to also to connect to different Wi-Fi's. Maybe here, when you look at here, if you're using the Ethernet cable, you can just connect here direct, and then the internet will appear here. The internet icon will appear here connected. If you're connected to the Wi-Fi, you can just click on that, and if you click on that, there is the Wi-Fi here. You can just click on the options that are there, and see, you can see like now I'm connected to one of the Wi-Fi here, which I don't need to connect. I can also connect this, and then there is this data button here. You can look for more information about the Wi-Fi. It opens to the tab, and you can be able to get more. You can see it is a public. Also, this one you can be able to explore more of the settings regarding that machine. So, and here we have the hinge. You can be able to browse. Remember, if you're connected to the network, you can be able to click on this and be able to browse at different things, like maybe for example, if so what can we browse? Maybe for example, you can browse at different things like using this. You can also search here and find another browser. Maybe for example, you can I like using the Chrome. You can use the Chrome like this, and also you can open it like that, and this, and then you can use the application like that. Maybe for example, here I can search for Monene Morris. Remember, for Monene Morris, maybe YouTube, Monene Morris, like that, YouTube. And then maybe for example, here there is my test rank, which can appear like that, and then you can be able to open. That's my channel. Maybe for example, what we did in the last session was this. You can be able to click on it, and you can see now.
Behind our scientific innovations is a powerful driving force.
Hello everyone. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you to this session. And you can see we can be able to learn anything. You can be able to browse anything. Maybe for example, you can browse anything here, and remember, you can be able to use different tabs here to browse. Maybe for example, if it is the Daily Nation here, maybe for example the Daily Nation paper that I want to scroll down here. I can see the breaking news in Kenya like that. and see all these kind of things. If there is anything else that I want to add, maybe for example, I can be able to add at different tabs here like that. I can be able to work it like that. Maybe for example, if it is the YouTube like this, I can be able to launch like that. And let me take this opportunity to congratulate you for this community increasing. That it is because of your support of watching these videos. So that's how simply you can work out on this. You can cancel. Alternatively, you can also come to this edge. It is good for the Microsoft. And maybe let me look for the link. I see if it also appears in this. And here you can see I can be able to retrace my channel still from the edge. And here you can see the channel appearing with all this. I don't know where it has taken. And here we can be able to at least launch it.
Wildlife need habitat, and tourism need wildlife.
Hello everyone, let me take this opportunity to welcome you to this session. And there you can see we can be able to launch anything using the Henge. So that is how simply, and so you can see even our file explorer has been able to copy this as behaved. So you can see now we have the two folders here. If you want to delete, you can just right click on it, or simply highlight it like that, and then you click on this delete. That automatically delete from your computer. Remember, for example, if you find like here we have many application, what you can simply do is just you can compress it. Maybe for example, we can compress it. Maybe for example, if you want this one to appear on our quick access on this left part here, we can click it and say pin it to quick access like that. And here you can see we have that folder here. If we open, we can be able to access it from this file. So remember, if I want to unpin it, I can just right click it and then I unpin it from the quick access like that. And there I'll not have it under that part. So that is simply what you can do. You can zip your folder as you send. And remember also, for cyber security purposes, you can also lock this your application just by right clicking it, and then you can turn on the BitLocker so that you can lock for people if they come to this part here of the network. If they click on it and maybe your network discovery is turned on, they cannot be able to copy the files from your drive without your permission, because they might be carrying crucial or important things. And that's bring us to the end of this session. I was your trainer Maurice Morene. If you found this video of importance to you, please consider subscribing, like and share. And also you can enroll to computer proficiency classes if you have not enrolled, to get more of these knowledge. Thank you and see you in the next class.